Hello everyone, welcome back. Do you ever feel lost in your life? You have big goals, you want to achieve your dreams, but something is always holding you back. This is a special English lesson for you. It is a story to help you learn English easily. It will help you build an unstoppable mindset. This story is your first step to change. It shows you the path to your own success. Ready to transform your mindset? First, do something that helps you too. Like this video to save it to your history, and subscribe so you never miss our next lesson. Now, are you ready to begin your journey? Let's talk about a man named Max. Max lived a very normal and quiet life. He had a safe job from 9 to 5. He worked in a small gray office cubicle. The clock on the wall ticked very slowly. Each minute felt like a heavy, dull hour. His tasks were always repetitive and boring. He had the same exact routine every single day. He felt like a robot, not a real person. But Max was not truly happy with his life. A deep sadness lived quietly inside him. Every night he sat alone on his sofa. The television played, but he did not watch. He scrolled through pictures on his phone. He saw his old friends on social media. They looked very successful and very happy. One friend stood beside a new sports car. The car was shiny, expensive, and fast. Max looked at his own old, simple car keys. Another friend traveled to beautiful places. He posted photos of mountains and oceans. Max looked at the four walls of his room. He started to compare his life to theirs. This comparison was a poison to his mind. He felt small, and he felt far behind. This was his first and his biggest mistake. He forgot the most important rule of life. Your journey is your own personal journey. You are not in a race against other people. The only person to beat is your old self. Your real competition is you from yesterday. Max had a secret dream deep inside him. He wanted to create beautiful digital art. He loved worlds of fantasy and of science fiction. He had ideas for amazing new worlds. He imagined strange creatures and epic castles. But he never told anyone about his dream. Why did he keep this dream a big secret? He was very afraid of other people's opinions. He imagined their voices in his head. He worried about what his family would say. He worried about what his friends would think. He could almost hear their doubtful questions. What if they laughed at his unique art? What if they called his dream a silly hobby? These questions were like heavy iron chains. They were wrapped tightly around his heart. They stopped him from taking any real action. One evening, he gathered all his courage. He decided to talk to his loving parents. He showed them a small piece of his art. It was a picture of a forest at night. The moonlight shined through the dark trees. His father looked at it with a deep frown. His face was serious and full of worry. "This is nice, Max, but it is not a job. You have a good, safe job right now. It pays your bills. It gives you security. Do not risk your future for this thing." His mother agreed with his worried father. She put a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Your father is right. Be realistic, son. Life is hard. Dreams do not pay the rent. We only want what is best for you. Their words were heavy. They felt like stone. They were not trying to be mean to him. They were speaking from their own fears. Max's small spark of hope grew very dim. He put his artwork away in a drawer. He was learning to follow society's rules. Society taught him to be a polite person. His teachers taught him to be a nice boy. He learned to listen to his elders always. But sometimes, you must forget these rules. To achieve something great, you must be bad. You are not here to live an average life. You must be bad in the eyes of others. You must break the expectations they have. Their limits are not your own personal limits. Their past experiences are not your future story. Max had to make a very important choice. He could live a safe, average life for them, or he could chase his own amazing dream. This choice was the start of a new path. It was a path full of new challenges. It required new English skills for fluency. He decided to learn a new skill first. He wanted to improve his English pronunciation. He thought this would help his future goals. Good communication was a very powerful tool. He started with some English for beginners lessons. He knew that practical English was important. He wanted to think in English naturally. He also worked on his English grammar. He wanted his sentences to be correct. This new goal was a small secret he kept. It was the first step he took for himself. He was starting to build his new foundation. Max made a decision that quiet evening. He would work on his art in secret. He would become a student of his dream. He would not show anyone his progress. He would work in silence and let his success talk. This was his new strategy, his secret plan. Every night, after his normal, boring job, Max opened his computer with new energy. He felt a small thrill of excitement. He worked for hours on his digital art. The world outside his window was asleep. But he was awake and he was building. He also started his English speaking practice. He found videos online and he listened. He did shadowing practice to sound better. He repeated sentences again and again. He knew these skills to speak English were key. He was building more than just his art. He was building a new version of himself. He was building a stronger, better Max. The first few weeks were very difficult. Learning a new skill is never an easy path. His first art pieces were not very good. The colors were wrong. The shapes were strange. He made many mistakes. He felt frustrated. One night, he worked for 5 long hours. The final picture looked terrible to him. He deleted the entire file in anger. He wanted to quit many, many times. He remembered the doubtful words of his father. Maybe his dad was right about his future. Maybe he was just wasting his precious time. This is the moment when most people stop. This is the pain that makes people give up. But Max remembered something very important. Failure is not the end of your own story. Failure is a lesson. It is your best teacher. Pain is temporary. It is fuel for your fire. Every great person has failed many times. They did not quit. They used their pain They learned from their many mistakes. They turned their failures into motivation. Max felt real pain at that moment. This feeling is a powerful and good teacher. If you understand this feeling, please like this video. Your like shows you are ready to grow. It shows you accept challenges for growth. Max continued to work late every night. His friends started to notice a change in him. He seemed more tired, but also more alive. They invited him to parties and to bars. "Come on, Max, you need to have some fun." "Why are you always so busy these days?" one friend called him while he was working. Max had to hide his computer screen. He politely said no to their invites. He knew his dream needed his full attention. His future would not wait for him. Celebrations and parties can always wait, but your destiny does not wait for you. His friends did not understand his choice. They whispered that Max was becoming boring. They said he was no longer fun to be around. Their words hurt him a little bit, but he knew his intentions were strong. He was not doing this to hurt his friends. He was doing this to save himself. Your personal intentions matter more than their opinions. He was becoming a leader of his own life. He was no longer just a simple follower. He created a small online profile for his art. He used a name nobody knew, a secret name. He felt nervous as he uploaded his work. He posted his first completed art piece. For 2 days, nothing happened at all. The silence felt louder than any criticism. Then he got his first negative comment. "This is ugly. You have no real talent." The words felt like a punch to his stomach. The fear he had was now becoming real. People were laughing at his hard work. He wanted to delete the entire profile. He wanted to hide from the world again. But then, something else happened to him. Another person left a different comment. "I like this. It is very interesting." It was just one small, positive comment, but it was enough to keep him going. It was a small light in the deep darkness. It was a sign to continue on his path. What is one dream that you have right now? Tell me about it in the comments below. When you write it, you make it more real. Let's share our goals with each other. Max learned to face his own fears. He understood that nobody would save him. Not his friends, not his family, not his boss. He was the only hero in his own story. He had to fight his own personal battles. Fear is just an illusion in your mind. It is a scary story you tell to yourself. The only way to beat fear is to face it. Max continued his shadowing English speaking practice. He improved his English for daily life. He learned new phrasal verbs and English collocations. He worked on his English vocabulary every day. His confidence in his English skills grew. His confidence in his art also grew bigger. He was building a strong body and a strong mind. A strong mind is your greatest weapon. Months passed by, and Max was a new man. His transformation was not sudden or magic. It was slow, steady, and it was deliberate. He had finally learned how to control his mind. He understood that his mind controls his life. He started to take full control of his time. He stopped wasting his precious evening hours. He created a powerful and strict routine. This is one habit of all successful people. They wake up early. They control their morning. If you win the morning, you will win the day. Max started waking up 2 hours earlier. His alarm clock rang when it was still dark. His warm bed felt very comfortable, but he forced himself to get up immediately. The world was quiet. His phone was silent. He had time to think, to plan, and to work. This was his time for deep, focused work. He chose one skill to truly master. He focused on a specific style of digital art. He wanted to be the best at this one thing. For 2 hours every morning, he worked deeply. No distractions, no social media, no excuses. He entered a state of pure concentration. Time seemed to stop. The world disappeared. He gave it everything that he had inside. The person who masters one single skill will rule. He was not just working hard anymore. He was now working smart and with purpose. He was minding his own business at all times. What other people did was not his concern. If someone got a new job, he was happy. If someone bought a new house, he was happy. But he did not compare himself to them. Every second he spent watching others was a second he stole from his own success. His new focus was like a powerful laser beam. His online art profile started to grow. More people were finding his secret work. They loved his unique and creative style. He started getting small jobs for his art. People paid him small amounts for his work. It was not much, but it was a start. It proved that his art had real value. One day, a popular artist shared his work. Suddenly, thousands of people saw his art. He got hundreds of new followers in one day. He started getting messages from people. They asked him how he learned to do it. They told him that his art inspired them. The same people who doubted him before were now watching his slow and steady rise. He never responded to the negative comments. He let his success make all the noise. His hard work was becoming his real answer. The same friends who called him boring started to ask him about his secret project. He just smiled and said, "I am working." One day, he got a very special email. He almost deleted it. He thought it was spam. The subject line said, "Art Director Inquiry." It was from a small video game company. They had seen his art, and they loved it. They said his style was perfect for their new game. They wanted to hire him for a project. They offered him a good amount of money. It was more than he made in 2 months. He read the email 3 times to be sure. His heart was beating very fast in his chest. It was a real offer. It was happening. His secret dream was becoming his new reality. This was not because of luck or of connections. It was because he refused to ever quit. He kept going when life was very hard. He kept going when nobody believed in him. Success is just a simple test of patience. The world will always try to break you. But if you refuse to quit, you will win. Max finally showed his art to his parents. He did not just show them the pictures. He also showed them the email from the company. His father was silent for a long moment. He looked at the art, then at the email. Then he looked at Max with new eyes. His eyes were full of surprise and respect. "I am very proud of you, son. I was wrong about your future. You followed your own path, and you succeeded." His mother hugged him tightly with a smile. Those words were his greatest victory. It was better than any amount of money. Max's journey is a lesson for all of us. Maybe you are struggling right now today. Maybe you are poor or nobody respects you. That is not your final destination. You have the power to change your own life. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to come. The perfect moment is right now, today. Stop making excuses for why you cannot. Start building your future one step at a time. Discipline is the key to all of your dreams. It means doing the work when you are tired. It means doing the work when you are not motivated. It means doing the work when no one is watching. Your life is your business. Take care of it. Max built his new life step by step. You can build your new amazing life too. Subscribe now to learn more with our stories. We will help you on your journey to success. We will help you learn English for that journey. You are stronger and smarter than you think. You are more powerful than you believe. Go out there and prove it to yourself. You can achieve your dreams. You can have an unstoppable mindset. You can have a great native English accent. You can practice speaking English with us. You can get the skills for fluency. You can have daily English conversations. You can learn from a native speaker perspective. This natural English will help you succeed. Your English fluency will open many new doors. You will improve your English every day. And this is English Unshackled.